recollection is a function of conception. Sometimes, especially in education, some students complain that I'm just not able to remember things. I can't remember my mathematics tables, I can't remember my physics formulas, I can't remember my history dates. What should I do? Now, if we ask those same students, if say if the some students are say cricket fans, they will remember the names of cricketers who had practiced, who had participated, maybe played even one test or one match for India many years ago. They may remember precisely even the scores of each batsman in some match that happened maybe several years ago. So it's not that they are lacking in the memory itself. It is that in certain things they are able to remember, other things they are not able to remember. Why is that? Actually, this is a matter of recollection and our capacity to recollect things. It is at one level it is because of certain abilities that we may have. But some people may have more memory, some people may have less memory. But along with that, recollection is also a function of conception. Conception means what it is that we conceive of as important, what it is that we conceive of as pleasurable, what it is that we conceive of as valuable. So when people are cricket mad, then for them cricket is practically the most important thing in life. And because they have this conception that cricket is important, cricket is enjoyable, so whatever facts about cricket are there, they immediately remember them. Now, if the students want to remember their academic subjects, then when they come to studying the subject, they feel like this mathematics formula is such a headache. These history facts, they're such a pain. But if they can find out some other students who have interest in those subjects and associate with them, then they will see this as an enjoyable experience. Actually, the same change of conception is even more important when we practice spiritual life. Many of us may go through our religious activities as rituals, and when we say here in the Bhagavad Gita that we should remember Krishna, may feel that actually I am not able to remember Krishna at all. Even when we are in front of the deities taking darshan, we may be thinking about other things. We are not able to remember Krishna when we are right in front of him, what to speak of other times. And we will ourselves observe that this weak spiritual memory is not because of some innate deficiency. If we analyze, then we'll understand that we do have memory for other things. We may see some sensual image once, and that memory may stick to our brain for a long time. So the problem is not a weak memory. The problem is a erroneous conception. So we think of that particular object as pleasurable and other things as okay, as a discipline, as austerity, as something, as a core, as something which I have to do. But if we associate with devotees who delight in Krishna Bhakti, then our conception will change. Then we will be able to recollect more easily, because we will see Krishna not as a duty. We will not see remembering Krishna as a duty. We will see Krishna as our venerable beloved Lord, and we will see remembering him as a delightful activity. The Bhagavad Gita in 10.9 states, Macchitta madgata prana bodhayantah parasparam kathayanta shramam nityam tushyanti charamanti cha. So he says, Macchitta madgata prana. Macchitta, that these devotees, they always think about me. Madgata prana, that these devotees, my life is devoted to me. And what do they do when they associate with each other? Bodhayantah parasparam, they enlighten each other. Kathayantaschamam nityam, and in this way they are constantly talking. Tushyanti cha ramanti cha, they delight in talking thus. So actually speaking, if we recognize this foundational principle that in the association of devotees we can get a taste for Krishna, we can change our conception of Krishna not just in the association of any and every devotee, but in the association of those devotees who have taste for Krishna. And once we get a taste for Krishna Bhakti, then the capacity for recollection will zoom up, will shoot up. And what will be difficult to remember now, what seems difficult to remember now, we'll be able to remember. Once we are attracted to Krishna, then even if we have not taken darshan of Krishna, still the darshan of Krishna will flash in our mind when we want to pray to him, when we want to remember him. And thus, rather than simply regretting or ranting that I have a poor memory, I am not able to remember Krishna, we can understand the conception or the misconception that is directing our memory power away from Krishna, and change that by a philosophical understanding of how Krishna is the supreme source of happiness, and by associating with devotees who have taste for Krishna Bhakti. Thank you. Hare Krishna.